said, Chubby? I hardly know her.
Halfway. You knew her halfway.
Hey! So we're back with 2 more teams to talk about. We're going to kick it off with the Chubby Gangsters. And wearing, once again, they're back in the Chubby / Carolina blue color.
Gangster blue.
At this point, they've been around long enough to where it's definitely gangster blue.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Overtaking it. Michael Jordan, who?
Yeah. Fuck him. Cigar smoking.
That's a bold statement right there.
So the Gangsters are back after a spring campaign where they jumped out hot, backslid in the second half of the regular season. Ended up just above 500, I believe, if memory serves me correctly. But they're back again for another go-round. They've got the commissioner, the deputy commissioner, Mr. Morehart, at the helm.
He's the commissioner now.
No, he's...
Yeah. No more deputy status.
Hey, he's been promoted.
Yes! And always a good person to have in your back pocket on the team is the commish.
Keith, username Grip It and Rip It, and his wife Tiffany, who went with the much more utilitarian username of I Am a Teacher, with proper spacing and capitalization, I might add.
So let's talk about the Chubby Gangsters. As you mentioned, they started out hot last year. In fact, for probably like a third of the season, they were in the first place. But then they kind of fell off a cliff and they started losing game after game. This is a season where they're losing their top 2 offensive players. Dougal, whatever the guy.
Doogie McAllister.
Yeah, I'll miss his.
Neil Patrick Harris.
I'll miss his Daisy Dukes out on the field that he used to wear, but he's a fast guy, so they're going to miss him. And of course, Keith's brother Jeff moving over to Battlestar, that big leg in the number 4 spot. So they went out and they found a couple players to replace him. So the biggest, I think, is going to be Anthony Thownhurst from Jiminy Kick-It coming over. He's the guy who played catcher for him with the backwards hat.
Yes.
Really started to come into his own as far as speedy guy. He can make the spin throws, solid on defense. So that was a huge pickup for him. So at least they should have some presence at the top of their order. He might not be as good as Doogie was, but he's going to help. He's going to do well.
Yeah, Doogie McAllister. That's a big cleats to fill right there. That guy was getting on base consistently. I mean, I think he didn't make base maybe one time throughout that season when he was playing. So that's a big offensive loss for the Gangsters. But they also got a couple other guys. Kim Merritt.
Woo!
Oh yeah, who's
the Silverbush?
Yeah, old Silverbush himself,
the Silver Bullet,
and he's gonna fit in really well and can actually relieve some of the pitching duties that they're going to lose with Jeff Morehart going to Battlestar. So look to him to be the man. I think that was actually
he's a better pitcher than Jeff is.
Yeah,
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah, Kim, you can use him in multiple places, so it's just a matter of where they're going to get him. But I heard through league sources that for Kim Merritt to come over to Chubby Gangster, having the mound was a big factor in his decision. So look for him to be one of the pitchers going in on this team.
As he should be.
As he should be. And then Pseudo Brent is also on this team, Brandon Accordino, who, those of you who don't know who he is, he's Brent Wentworth that you see out of the peripheral vision. And then realize
25 pounds.
Yeah. Then you realize that he's not Brent with the backwards hat and goatee. So another solid player that they added on to the Gangsters was my dark horse team last season. I don't know if I'm going to go out and label my dark horse this year. Only time will tell. But really excited about what the future holds for Chubby Gangsters.
Yeah. All in all, besides that, we talked about a little bit with Battlestar. They're a tight-knit team. And they have a lot of returning players. So there should be some continuity there as far as... so we focus a lot on their free agents and everything. But
yeah, coming back, Bailey, Mikey... who cooks the world's best duck flambe. Buster.
Is Steve on the team again?
No.
Steve had to have surgery on his
foot.
Ankle.
Achilles.
Foot.
Yeah. Sorry, Steve. I wish you're out there. You're a good
And then
person.
Thane holding it down at first base, I'll mention as well.
Yeah.
Quality player over there.
Liz
one bag.
Ricker is one of the better females. She kind of flies under the radar. She doesn't get a lot of attention, but she's damn good.
And then next up, we have another new squad to the Peninsula that somewhat new, someone we've heard about in the kickball arenas, but that's the Foot Snipers. And they've got a lot of players that played on various Peninsula teams, but now they're with Foot Snipers, who were a sort of a traveling squad, who are now in the regular season here.
Well,
They were in the winter too, right? They played the
That's
winter
right,
season.
Yeah, a lot of people will know them from the winter, where they actually won the inaugural VA Raptor Cup. So, like you just mentioned, they're a team that's together on the travel circuit. So they travel all over, going to different tournaments. They do pretty well. This team actually upset a team from Fort Lauderdale called the Meatballs, who's been like the #1 team for the last couple years. They beat them in a game down in Jacksonville earlier this year. They're going to be tough. Some of the names you mentioned, Anthony Williams from Shake and Bake at Charger. Dave Dixon, the outfielder from Shake and Bake, he's going to be playing out there. He's actually the captain. No Shoes is coming over from Kick-Ass to join this team. This is a travel team. Who else do we got?
PJ Bundy, it looks like.
Yeah,
Wow.
Bundy's coming back from deepest, darkest Africa.
Djibouti.
So
Duty in Djibouti!
he's actually, he's going to be looking forward to playing because he's been having the Jones, not playing real kickball for 6 months or so.
Yeah.
I know he's excited about this.
And I think all the people that you mentioned coming on this team and being a traveling team, they do play together and they do travel together. So the chemistry is there. And for a lot of teams that join WAKA, in the fall, spring seasons as a rookie, if you want to call them, we're like, okay, whatever. This is a team that is not a rookie team by any means at all.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be really good.
I would label them championship contender.
Without
early
doubt.
on.
You have to, especially after the winter showing.
At pitcher, they got Dave Rugleski and Jimmy Wilcox.
Jimmy!
Yeah, so the two names we recognize. Both throw very hard, lots of movement on there. So they're gonna mess up some kickers there. Catcher Matthew Kaup, he's very solid, very good. And then another outfielder that they picked up was actually McCoy Wood, who's making his VA Peninsula debut.
The real McCoy.
The real McCoy. He's actually the captain of Panic Attack, which is one of the top-ranked teams in the country. So he's coming over, and he has a lot of knowledge about kickball, a lot of skill. So it's exciting to see him out there too. So this will be a good team, and they're a fun group too. They're gonna win some games, and they're gonna be nice. It's nice to have them.
Look forward to seeing them out on the field.
So welcome Foot Snipers as well, another not so newbie, but newbie, I guess we'll have to label them. Yeah, don't get sniped out there. Watch your backs, watch your cornholes, everyone.
Yeah.
So, in our next segment, we'll be discussing the foul balls and free balling. Two teams captained by ladies.
Balls to the wall.